Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Watara. I am a student from Hillsview International School. Hillsview International School is a school accredited by both Cambridge and Pearson Edexcel, situated in Faya, Abidjan. Today, I'm here for a podcast with 4 lovely students and others. Today, we're going to speak about the different things we face during school, how we plan our time as students, and more. So I would first of all like to introduce the other hosts.
Hello, I am Precious Miguel. I am a student at Hillsview International School. It's a pleasure to be here with you all.
Thank you so much for your introduction. So I would like to allow the other 2 guests to introduce themselves. So starting off with this young gentleman over here.
Hello, my name is David from Year 10. I'm a student at Hillsview International School.
Hello, my name is Scolaire from Year 9.
Okay, so I would like to thank you all for being here today. It's a great pleasure to have you all, to ask you all questions, and to have this conversation. So, as you all know already, we're going to speak about the different things we face and how we manage our time as students. Because you know, we're all teenagers over here. We have our lives outside school. So how do we manage academic values without getting stressed out of it? So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions. The first question I'll be asking is what is the importance of planning and time management?
I'd say the importance of planning and time management is you need to be able to when you finish learning from school, from the teachers, you were able to learn stuff from on the other side, what the teacher's not going to tell you. So secrets, different formulas, stuff like that. So when you get home and you have your timetable and you know what to do already, it's easier. So you know what to do, you have your stuff already set in mind.
Okay.
I would like to ask, how do you incorporate this into your own educational life?
Oh, me personally, when I get home, I have a timetable on my bedroom door. So as soon as I get into it, when I get from school, when I see my bedroom door, I know, for example, today I have physics, chemistry, biology. I'm gonna study for each 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. And it helps me learn easier. So when I get to school, for example, next day, I can read ahead. So when I get to school the next day, I have a question, I can raise my hand because I'm ready in advance. I already know the stuff like that.
And I assume you cycle through these subjects on a daily basis.
Yeah, but obviously sometimes I do have my rest days. For me personally, Thursday is my rest day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, I study. Saturday, Sunday nights, I study as well.
First day is your rest day.
First day is my rest.
Why first day?
I don't know. I get tired.
Okay. What about you, Jacolia?
I don't have a special timetable, but I'm still learning. I just take 30 minutes or 1 hour for my
Studying?
daily studying.
Okay. What about on weekends? Is it also 1 hour or does it change?
On weekends, my parents have provided a home teacher for me, so I also learn with my home teacher.
Oh, okay. Do you have any more questions to ask them, Precious?
I would like to know, although you have a home teacher, do you plan to study by yourself after your home teacher leaves as well?
Yeah, of course. It's very important for me.
Do you get burnt out easily, considering you study throughout the week and on the weekend as well?
Yes, sometimes.
Have you managed to balance it, having some rest along the way?
No.
Okay, that's why we're here today, actually. We're here to speak about, because it's important to study. It's important to study on the daily, throughout the week. But it's also important to realize that we deserve to have rest because we aren't robots. We need to let our mind rest. And that's how we can also back up with more strength. So it's okay if you're not able to manage it and if you still get burnt out from it. That's why we're here today, to give each other advice, to also explain how we can manage all this at the same time. So in response to your own answer, I'd like to say that it's true that you can get burnt out, but you have to remember to practice other activities. Those can be hobbies. It could even be sleeping. Sleeping is a hobby, personally my hobby. But you just need something that you can have alongside with school so that when you're not fully studying, you can have something to change your mind because the human brain needs diversity. So try working on that. Any more questions you have for them, Precious?
Not a question, but I'd like to elaborate that although she's mentioned that she has to study a lot throughout the week and then her homeroom teaches there as well, there are students who also have very strict parents where they might not be able to find the time to rest in between or indulge in self-soothing activities. How could someone work around that?
Well, personally, I think I'm lucky enough to not come from a house where I was demanded of over expectations from my parents. But for my friends, that were like under the conditions of living in a strict household, they were able to like at school, even like during break time, activities at school, like debates or other school activities where they could just have fun or change a bit from the normal cycle of a daily life. And for the ones that have strict parents, sometimes it's good to like speak or find help in another adult figure. It could be a teacher, it could be a principal that can also try and speak to the parent and do their best to encourage parents to let students explore other parts of life. If they don't accept it, then that's another problem on its own, but it's still better to try and fail than to not try at all.
Of course.
Okay. So the next question I would like to ask is the role of digital tools and educational resources.
And the role of digital tools and educational resources. Digital tools like phones, tablets, and laptops, stuff like that. Yeah. And you have your educational resources like books, stuff like that. And to me personally, when I study, I use my laptop. I use my home laptop. Yeah, I use that to study. Because the books Hills You provides for us, there's the barcode at the back of it, so you can go to an online website and it could present all of the lessons that you learn in school. So me personally, I use that as a way to study. And that's my digital tools, but as an educational resource, when I'm done doing that, maybe like, for me personally, from Saturdays and Sundays, I don't use my laptop. As me, I play football, and after I study a little bit. That's my Saturdays for me.
Yeah.
So Saturdays and Sundays, yeah, I like take my books, sit in my bedroom, just be calm, and then I read my books for like an hour.
Okay.
I would like to know, since it seems like you incorporate a lot of your technology into your study routine, I'd like to know if this can propose any problems, as in you getting distracted in between, considering that technology holds a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
It does, but like if you like really dedicated to your studying, like if you really like see this as like something that you want to do when you grow up, so you have to like be able to be disciplined.
Yeah.
So when you're on your phone, on your laptop, if you see a notification, you have to ignore it, because like there's a priority, there's a reason you're doing this. You don't come, for example, you don't come just to read for the sake of doing. You come for a purpose. You have to be disciplined while doing it.
Do you agree with him? Are there any similarities in your own answer as his, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I use my laptops as well. In his international school, I've provided a class, ICT class, like Python, for us to study. It was very interesting, and it made me explore another thing. So I use my laptop for those things also. And also as well, it's not everything that you will learn in class.
At school, yeah.
At school. So you just go to your Google, your YouTube, and look for others, teachers to explain to you. So this is what I usually do with my laptop.
Yeah, I agree.
Since you brought up the topic of more practical ICT classes, would you say you learn easier on a more practical basis than theory?
Yes, by the help of his international school, I've learned many things and have explored new things.
Okay, I see. I also agree, because personally, I was more of a phone studier than a textbook studier. I found it too complicated to like go through because some textbooks are massive. They're like this big, and I'm supposed to go through the whole thing just to find one topic. So I feel like we're lucky that this generation we have easy access to like the internet, so we can like research up certain topics without having to go through like 300 or 400 pages to find what we're looking for. So I found it pretty easy to look on my phone, and also you can even have PDFs of certain textbooks on your phone. So I just feel like it was easier when I was like in younger classes. Even now, it's just easier to like browse, but that doesn't mean I don't use my textbook. I use my textbook, exercises and all, but I incorporate both in my studying, but mainly digital.
I think that my own opinion on the digital resources, I think that because we have digital resources, that it's so much better and so much easier for us to become more immersed in our own education, because textbooks were made to appeal to the general student crowd. But by having your own digital resources, you can personalize your study experience, and I believe that leads to more efficient learning.
Yeah, same. Because when you're the one doing it, it doesn't seem like the book is just structured. And also online, you can find different opinions, because there's several textbooks, and every textbook doesn't have the same, like they have similar ideologies and statements, but they're not the exact same. They're not identical. So with the net, you have an easier way to find other alternatives of answers and definitions. So yeah, personally, I really like digital learning. However, when I was younger, I really struggled with it my personal experience, because I was very, very easily distracted. He spoke about discipline, but I was pretty much indisciplined, and a lot of students aren't disciplined enough, because we're going to like see a notification or want to play a particular game, and we'll not be able to focus fully on our like what we're doing at the moment, which would lead to procrastination and other things that students go through. So you need to also learn how to be disciplined. And how did I learn that personally? I remember at Hillsview, a teacher spoke to me about this particular study technique called the Pomodoro technique, which is you study for a particular time and then like you take a break. So I was doing the 25-5 method, where I would study for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. And I can go on like for 2 to 3 hours studying nonstop as long as I use this method. So I would just advise you all to find a particular method if you're easy distracted like I was.
I'd like to know, actually, since you've brought up methods, do you have other methods that you could share with us?
Yes, but they're not about discipline. Another method that really helped me was the blurting method. Whereas, like, you study a passage, like, before studying the passage, you take a paper, you write in maybe a black pen everything you remember about it. In the red pen, the thing you remember the most, and then in the green pen, what you don't really remember. And then when you're done, you check these different colored stuff. And what is the point for this studying technique? Everything has to be red. So you need to make sure that what you know a bit, you know it the most, and the green thing, you need to memorize it well. So you have to start studying, and after studying, you have to redo the blurting method. And until everything is red, you don't stop. If everything is not red, then you have to continue until it's red.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so, the next question actually has a bit of a relation to what we're speaking about right now. It's called how to avoid distractions and maintain concentration. How to avoid distractions and maintain concentration. So, David, you spoke a bit about being disciplined, but how?
You know, in my household, I have 4 little brothers.
Oh.
4 little brothers. So, when I'm at home, like, I just put myself, I just, like, get me in the zone. Like, I completely ignore everyone, like, only focus on me. But sometimes, I have, like, little brothers. I have a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old. Bro, like, they be coming, they be screaming, stuff like that. So, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm personally, I'm disciplined. I know what I want. I know what I'm like. I have to follow the routine.
Yeah.
Because if you don't follow a routine, you'll get yourself lost. That's why I keep myself like on a routine. Like, I can come to school, I can play about this and that. When I get home, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, for example, what I do to rest, to stay concentrated, like, I put my headphones in, like, I play calm, soft music, like,
Oh,
music.
same. Lofi music.
Like, calm, soft music in the background, so I can barely hear anything. Yeah, that's basically it.
I'd like to know, is it difficult to maintain this level of concentration having 4 little brothers? Does that environment impact your studying a lot?
Yeah, no, it does, isn't it? Like, so, me personally, I make compromises with my little brother. Yes, like, the oldest of my little brothers, he's like 12. And he's 13 actually. So I tell him, if you like take care of my 1-year-old or 2-year-old, I can give him something. So that's one person out of the way. Yeah.
How do you manage a 1-year-old, dude? That's crazy.
No, a 1-year-old, you like carry him, like starts.
They cry all the time. I think it's hard for people like elder siblings to study particularly. I don't know about the younger siblings, because the older siblings they disturb the younger siblings, but not to the extent that the younger siblings would always. For instance, I have a younger brother. Studying with that boy is so hard, because not only does he want to study with me when he'll spend all his time speaking about football, but like, he just barges in my room every 2 to 3 seconds while I'm trying to get concentrated. Exactly. And the problem with me is that, unlike David, I have a very short attention span. Like, it's not even about discipline. I just have a very short attention span. Like, if I'm doing something and I get like it's like really messed up. So if you're able to do that, like, really big ups to you, because that's something I struggled for a while. And I still struggle. Like, I have to scream on him to to be able to study in peace. What about you, Jacolia? Because I know you have younger siblings.
Yeah. When I want to study, I will not go there where they are playing all those things. I have my room, so I just close the door and get started to study.
And they don't disturb you?
Sometimes they disturb me.
You have nice younger siblings.
So they're relatively well behaved then.
No, not all the days, but they
Most of the time?
yes.
That's nice. You have to lock mine in a cage. Personally, like, wait, Precious, you want to say something?
No, it's fine.
Okay. About distractions and concentration, I would mainly go to a place that is very quiet. That means I would either go to my room and lock my room up, or like I would just go, there's this thing in my house, I'll go to the balcony and I would just stay there and study. And I like studying, I'm an early morning study person because I feel like it's more quiet early in the morning than late at night. Like late at night, there's still like the cars barging in, still people coming back from work. While early in the morning, I would wake up like maybe at 2 a.m. and study until 5. And then I would like shower at 6 and get ready for school. So that's how I used to make my studying, because I know that at 2 to 5 a.m. there's not a lot of people that are awake to disturb me. So that's also something that I do. Okay. And this is the last question, which is also in relation to what we're speaking about. It says the influence of surroundings and environment on learning. So like knowing, for example, that you have a lot of siblings and they may disturb your studying, like she asked a question that is exactly like this. Like, do you think it influences your studying?
No, like,
Not really.
not really. Well, my little brothers, obviously, because I'm like, I have an older brother, but
Yeah.
like when he comes home, he's 23, so like, he's come home, he be chill, like, he barely interacts with us.
Yeah.
But that's why they always interact with me. That's why they're always trying to like looking to speak to me and stuff like that. But because they all look up to me, yeah.
Oh, your older brother looks up to you?
No, my older brother.
Oh, the younger
my little
ones,
brothers,
okay.
Yeah. Like, they all look up to me. So if I do something, they're gonna try to do it as well. So my youngest one, yeah, he has like this little, like, see them little toys, like the little computer toys. He has one of those in it. So when I compromise with my little brother to take the 2-year-old, the 1-year-old, again, it was a little laptop. It was set on the floor, and he'll start playing with it. Like,
His little laptop.
I think the influence really does it, because like if I was like an influential person in my household, they wouldn't like listen to me. They would listen to if I'm trying to study, I'm reading my book, for example, like this.
Yeah.
And he come, like my little brother will come, we try to like start open and stuff like that. If he did listen to me, if he didn't like look up to me, for example, he wouldn't listen
care.
to me. Yeah, exactly.
He would just play. He
what he
wouldn't
wants.
even mind what
Exactly.
you're doing.
And if I tell him to stop, he'd just start crying.
Yeah. Yeah, so you feel like the influence of like the influence of your environment of learning is also based on the dynamic you have with your siblings.
Yeah.
Or like in your house. Like if you have a good dynamic, it would be easier to maintain it. And if you had a bad dynamic, it would be harder.
Yeah, 'cause my
and in
parents-
your case, it's easier because your siblings respect and look up to you.
Yeah. And plus my parents, they know that when I study, like no one's
Going to disturb you.
no one's gonna disturb me. Like they know that, so yeah, they try to help me when it's comes.
So relatively in general, there are not really any negative aspects to your environments when you study at home.
Now apart from my big brother.
He's not always there, so
Yeah.
So, okay.
How would he influence your studying negatively?
He like me and my brother, like we enjoy like speaking to each other, stuff like that. So when he comes around, he sees me studying, he's like, oh, I should get off, let's hop on the PS5, let's play, stuff like that.
Oh. And then the discipline in you goes away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you say you look up to your big brother the way your younger brothers look up to you?
Yeah, I'd say that. My big brother, like, he's a calm guy. He's like
Do you look up to him though? He's like,
just a little bit. I wanna be like a little bit calm like him. Like when he comes in the room, like he's calm, he's not active, stuff like that. He's like kind of the opposite of me.
I see. Okay, what about you, Jacolia?
Oh, me too. I have a small brother like you that like to come and look in my stuff. Just he would take the pen. He would not say, I want to work. I say, what?
You want
But
to work? Why?
I don't know. He's not even going to do anything.
It's just a doodle, just a scribble on the
Just
paper.
On the paper.
I think younger siblings all had that kind of phase at a time where they would want to just scribble up stuff when you're studying.
Yeah.
But do you think like if your siblings were quieter, not even just your siblings, like, do you think the fact that your siblings get to be quiet and you get to study in a quiet place, do you think that has an influence on your learning? Because do you think if you were in a place where it was more loud, do you think that would disturb your studying? Like, what is the importance of the atmosphere and environment to you when it comes to studying?
Personally, I like when the atmosphere is very calm, nothing is noisy, because I like to read novels. Seriously, I like to read. And when the environment is very noisy, I won't be able to read, do other things. So I prefer when the environment is very calm.
Okay. You agree with her?
Yeah, I prefer that. Environment is calm, like you get to concentrate on yourself. Yeah, like there's no distractions.
Same, but not calm. I like quietness too.
While we're on the topic of the environment being important to your studying, I personally believe, although I believe, yes, it is really important, I find that my attention span isn't really bad, as in I could have the speaker blasting whatever I want and I could still focus on what I was reading.
Really?
No, whether it be a novel or a textbook or
I
something
can't.
else. I do my homework in the living room because I have no problem with noise.
That could never be me. It could never be me. Never.
Yeah, me personally, I study in my bedroom. And
I have a terrible attention span. This is why I had to learn all these kind of techniques to continue studying efficiently without distractions, because I have a terrible attention span. So really respect to all of you guys that are able to stay focused.
Hello guys, my name is Asa Freebly from Hillsview International School.
Hello, my name is Precious from Hillsview International School.
Okay, thank you so much for being here today. I have 4 questions and I really hope you enjoy them and you enjoy this podcast. So first of all, I would like to ask your personal opinion of the importance of planning and time management.
Well, I like to manage my time by, first of all, getting home and doing my chores and then studying. That's it.
Okay.
For me, it helps us to be advanced in studies.
What helps you to be advanced? Like managing your time and planning?
Yes,
How so?
like studying at home before going to school.
Oh.
And I assume you cycle through these subjects. You study different timetables. You have your rest times.
Yes,
Has the timetable you've adapted been efficient for your learning?
yes,
Okay. But do you think it also helps you in terms of classes? Like, do you think it sets you forward or advance in comparison to other students
yes.
when you do that? Okay, thank you. For the next question, I would like to ask the role of digital tools and educational resources.
Well, I used to use my dad's iPad to study. I use it all the time to just expand my knowledge with AI, Google, or Gemini. Whatever AI you want to use, you can use it. I find AI very useful for homework. If you don't understand something, you could just type it in and
You can explain.
it can explain the steps in getting your answer. So I find it the internet really useful.
I want to ask, so since you adapt, it seems like you put a lot of technology into your daily schedule for studying. Would you say that this technology can also present distractions?
A lot of distractions, yes. Like TikTok can be so distracting because the notifications or Snapchat, someone sent you a text, you have the urge to answer it, but I just like focusing on my studies and I also keep promises to myself that if I finish studying, I can go on all those apps.
Yeah, I see. That's actually a good form of discipline. So I'm actually glad and a bit impressed that you're able to maintain such by giving promises to yourself. What about you?
I use my textbooks and sometimes the laptop.
Okay. Oh, so if we refer to Asa, you use more digital tools to study.
Yes.
And you use more educational resources.
Yes,
That is textbooks and all that.
As in you mix both of them?
yes.
Is there one you prefer more?
I prefer the two.
Both? Okay. But which one do you use the most?
Textbook.
Okay. Is there a particular reason?
No.
You just prefer using that?
It
Yes.
suits your learning style better.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. Okay. The next question is a question a lot of students may ask because lots of us tend to be distracted. So I would like to know, how do you avoid distractions and maintain concentration?
Well, I avoid I avoid distractions by just like going somewhere quiet and being able to study. Just that's like the best thing any student could ever have. Like if your mom's not home, like take the advantage to just study. Or if your parents aren't home, just take the advantage to study. Or like study at school, or record everything the teacher said on your phone, and when you get home, you just listen to it, because it's better to. In my opinion, it's better to listen than read.
Okay, so you're more of like an active learner. You prefer listening to learn.
Yes.
I see. That's interesting. What about you?
This is why I love using textbook, because it avoids distraction.
Oh, I see. But like even some students may tend to like get distracted with textbooks, you know. Some like people that tend to fidget a lot or like just make doodles. So do you have any issues with like doodling or fidgeting or
No.
Oh, okay. So that's why the textbook fits you. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you for sharing that. And personally, to avoid distractions, as Asa said, I really think it's important, if you know you're easily distracted, it's important to get into an environment where you know that you can have total focus, where you know that you're not going to get easily carried away with thoughts or anything. So thank you very much for the advice. Okay, and finally, I would like to ask about the influence of surroundings and environment when it comes to learning.
Well, I think I influence. I think I'm a good role model, because I have a little sister. Like sometimes, like I'll play around a lot and like mess around. She'll do that too sometimes. But when I need to study, like, and she comes in my room, I tell her, I need to study. Maybe you could do some of your work too.
I need to study.
And like and then when I'm done studying, I can help her with her work, and she can understand it more. So yeah, that's it.
Would you say that your little sister can be really distracting?
Yeah, she's really distracted and really distracting. Yeah, sometimes she'll barge in my room for no reason, and she'll say she'll start a weird conversation, right, and just stay here and stay in my room. It's really weird.
Have you managed to find a way to stop that from happening, to hinder it?
Yeah, I would run out of my room, run downstairs, because she follows me downstairs all the time, and then I'd run back upstairs.
Oh.
And she doesn't know where I went, because I hid obviously when I was downstairs. So yeah.
Do you think if she was less distracting, it would be easier for you to study? Because you also mentioned like that you prefer studying when your mom isn't at home because she speaks a lot to you or something like that?
Yeah, when my mom's home, she calls me like almost all the time, and my sister's like very distracting. So when my mom leaves, she takes my sister with her, because my sister can't stay home alone.
Yeah.
So she takes my sister, and I have a lot of time to study.
Okay, so you do believe that based on your environment, it may influence your studying?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite particular space to study?
Well, sometimes my bedroom or outside, because it depends. Like, I'll go in my bedroom if I really need help, because my brother is always there, and he'll call some of our friends, and we'll study together.
Okay. Why outside?
Outside it's just peaceful, the wind and stuff, like the fresh breeze. You know, I don't like being inside all the time. So.
Okay, I see. How about you?
I'm the last one, so I don't have a small sister to disturb me. So I can go in the room, I can study easily without disturbing somebody to come and disturb me.
Okay. Do you like studying like alone or in a group of people?
Alone,
Oh, do you feel like if you studied in a group of people, you would be easily distracted?
maybe, I don't know.
So you've never attempted studying with a lot of people before?
Yes.
Like study groups, you never tried it? I see. I think I would get easily distracted in study groups, so I can understand her points.
You mentioned that you have older sisters, so do they invite you to study with them? Do they study together?
No.
But is it because they know that you like studying alone? Do they study together or you guys all study separately?
My two big sisters study together and I study alone.
Okay, and you both prefer it that way?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your answers, and it was a pleasure hearing you guys both out and seeing different ways we apply studying to our individual persons and how we go about it.
Hello, my name is Ines from Hillsview International School in year 9.
Okay, thank you so much for being here today. We're glad to have invited you. I would like to ask you a few questions. Today I'm the host and I'm with my co-host.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, and we're going to ask you a few questions about studying and school, bit, stuff like that. Okay, so first of all, I would like to ask you about the importance of planning and time management.
I feel like if you plan your time, you'll be able to do things like you feel like doing. You'll be able to be like organized.
Yeah.
And be in advance of others.
Have you adapted this into your own study routine?
Kind of. A little bit.
A little bit. Honestly, do you have a personal timetable outside school?
Not really, but like when I try having like a timetable, I end up not respecting it.
Okay, so you just prefer like studying that goes with the flow.
Yes.
Okay. I see. Okay, the next question is the role of digital tools and educational resources.
Oh, you mean like the importance of digital?
Not even the importance, like the role. Like in terms of your studying, what do you think is the role of digital resources like phones, computers, and textbooks? Like what's the role in your studying?
Oh, I feel like phones can be really useful, but also really distracting.
Yeah.
Because of like some apps you get notifications of like TikTok. Especially me, I get easily distracted by TikTok because I can be like, I will be watching a video, only this video, and then I will go study, but then I end up watching
Scrolling
for like an hour.
So do you think you study more with educational resources like textbooks and all, or digital tools?
I feel like textbooks are way more better because my phone, I can't even put it on like airplane. Yeah, airplane.
Okay, I see. So because I assume you're easily distracted based on how I was speaking on the phone. So because you're easily distracted, you think it's more efficient to use educational resources like textbooks and all? Okay. But does that still mean that you incorporate digital tools sometimes into education for like extra research and all that?
Like using ChatGPT or Google.
Extra research, ChatGPT. Okay, I see. Okay.
Regardless of efficiency, would you say which ones fits your personal style of studying more, digital resources or textbooks?
My phone, digital
resources, digital tools.
Yeah.
Okay, actually I agree personally because I also preferred studying on my phone because I was able to like do plannings and all. But I found it easier than a textbook because textbooks I had to like search. And in my opinion, I thought it was easy to get distracted on textbooks too. Because if I read one topic and I see another topic that interests me, I would start reading the other topic instead of reading the topic I was supposed to originally read. So I think everything can be distracting. Phones mainly, because our generation, most people are easily distracted by phones. But you still have to try and put discipline because actually anything can like distract you. It could be a fly, paper, it could be anything. So you just have to keep discipline. The third question is how to avoid distractions and maintain concentration.
I feel like if you want to avoid distraction, you have to go like in an environment where everything is calm, peaceful, like where you feel free there. So there you'll be able to revise, where like there is no technology. See?
Have you found a place like that for yourself in your own home?
Well, there's like in my house, right? There's a study room where you can study, but like I don't like studying there. I prefer studying in my room.
Why not?
I don't know.
Because in your room there's the bed. I think that's the most distracting thing beyond the phone.
Yeah, because you end up sleeping on it instead of studying.
Yes. I think we've all been a victim of that.
Of course we have.
We have. Okay, thank you. And finally, the influence of surroundings and environment on learning. So, about this question, since you mentioned that you're easily distracted, how much do you think your environment influences like your studying?
I feel like at home, the one that distracts me the most is like my brothers. Because I have two brothers, one big brother and a small brother. But like my small brother, right, he like when he like doesn't want to study, he plays on his tablet in the study room while like I'm studying. So like I can't really concentrate and I start playing with things. But like I feel like that's why I like studying in my room, because he won't come in. I like close the door and like I can sleep. Sorry.
You can study.
I can study.
Oh my days. See, distraction is already here. I can sleep. I see. Okay, I actually kind of relate to that because I also have a younger sibling, and studying with them is like really hard. Not even studying with them, knowing you're in the same house, because they tend to disturb at any given moment. So I do believe that your studying can be easily influenced based on your environment. So I prefer a quiet place. But not only that, like, I know that you mentioned that it's hard to get concentrated because you're easily distracted. But did you ever think about trying to deal with those distractions, like trying to not to get distracted easily?
Yes.
Because it's not every day you'll be able to run away from a noisy environment to study.
Yes.
You've tried to deal with it. Have you successfully dealt with any of them yet?
Not really, but I'm still trying.
Yeah.
Trying my best.
Okay. Just find other ways, other mannerisms to try and get about it. Because I tried getting quiet places for a long time, but there's some days where it just won't be quiet.
Yeah.
And then, so you need to try and kind of like deal and learn to study with the without getting distracted, which is hard. So good luck to you, and
Thank
big
you.
love to you to that. Okay, thank you very much for your answers and sharing your personal experience with us. We're really grateful and we enjoyed it, so thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay, so we come to the end of the video, guys. I want to say thank you very much to everybody that watched until this far. Also, thank you to everybody that was invited today on this set, and as well, thank you to my co-host. Reminder again that Hillsview International School is a British school that accepts both Anglophone and Francophone speakers. And also, there's an important fun fact and news I would like to share to you all. Hillsview International School is opening a boarding home in latest by September. So even if you don't come from the country or you come from a different town, you can still stay at the boarding home. It is located in Bassam, which is approximately an hour away from Abidjan. So Hillsview is really open to everyone. You can speak different languages, and you can also not live in Abidjan, but you can still attend Hillsview. Anyways, thank you all for listening to us, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.